Slaughterhouse-Five is not a war book, yet we come to know the life of Billy Pilgrim and his capture and imprisonment during the World War II. Nor is it a science fiction book as most people claim, and yet we come to know of the Tralfamadorians, the aliens who abducted Billy, causing him to be unstuck in time and unable to control which period of his life he lands in. There is an intergalactic zoo, the Grand Canyon, an optometrist's clinic, and beautiful Dresden, and burning Dresden, and war, and of course, a slaughterhouse. All of this happened, more or less. This book, authored by Kurt Vonnegut, was written in a span of 20 years. It is creation, perhaps of long dwelling, speculating, and wondering on a certain question. What does after war feel like? When we think of war and the aftermath it leaves behind, we often think of the rubble, the bodies, the lingering terror, and the ashes of what now resides only in memory. Yet living in a post-war world, or at least in a world where war hasn't touched us, situates us in a place where the glorification and romanticization of war is permitted, mostly because of how war is now temporarily far away, aside from being spatially distanced. When we think of war, we think of it as a time mist, where everything, every rubble and bullet, every body and shrapnel, every life lost, present and future, unborn and born, is beautiful, and that nothing hurt. But for Vonnegut, war takes on a different shape, one that causes you to become unstuck in time, leaving you nothing but ruins and rubble that subjects you to the fragmentation of human experience and identity after the war. Yet so it goes. And so this is how he writes the novel, The Life of Billy Pilgrim. Life is broken into pieces, rearranged, and yet we still proceed from beginning to end. And in that very end, we are abandoned with silence in the true aftermath of war. Abstraction, devastation, all is the same. So it goes. To throw in a bone, I wanted my video essay to also include a book cover redesign because Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five is one of my favorite books. I read it when I was 15 or 16, or maybe I was 8. Maybe I'm not too sure. But anyway, I was always such a big fan of this book, and I wanted to give a redesign of its book cover, giving a homage to the 60s, 70s pulp science fiction books during its time. When I think of the book, I think about trauma, how it inflicts and damages us, especially the main character, Billy Pilgrim, whose own trauma has displaced him and caused him to be unstuck in time, unable really to be prepared for anything. As it says in the book, Billy Pilgrim is afraid of stage fright in a way because he never knows what time of his life he's going to come into. And I wanted to depict that in this book cover, and I hope it shows. If you managed to finish this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope I get a good grade for this, and I also hope that you liked it. Thank you for listening in, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.